What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Seahawk Talk. I am Joe Stevens. To my left is Zach from ZachTalksHawks. How are you doing today?
I'm doing pretty good. I like the new intro music. I will mourn the elevator music going away, but I know your feelings on it, so we'll
It's,
adjust.
that's why I was 4 minutes late. I was like, dude, I can't do this anymore.
Oh, well,
um,
I- I'm happy for you.
yeah, I mean, maybe we'll get something else going on that didn't take me 10 minutes to put together on Canva with royalty-free music, might I add.
It sounds
All I
good.
thought, well, yeah, how I found it, I just typed in royalty-free music because I was like, whatever.
Yeah.
Uh, anyways, want to start the show off. You know, I think we both were upset on Monday night with the Mariners. I'm just so proud of these guys. I'm not going to complain about anything. They've given us more than entertainment this year, and it was a wild ride. So, yeah,
Yeah, I
I
agree.
don't know if
I think it's they went farther than they've ever been, and I
Mhm.
think I, you know I've found myself in the Detroit series going, I just want a chance, and
Mhm.
then I knew that when that series was over and we turned our sights to Toronto, and then you go out and you win, I'm like, maybe I'm not so content with just a chance anymore. But uh,
Exactly.
now, like a couple days removed, I mean, I think if you asked any Mariner fan in spring training, hey, you'll be in Game 7 to go to the World Series.
I
I
was
think a
going to
lot
say
of
the
people.
same thing.
I think a lot of people would take it. So, yeah,
After making 0 offseason moves, can
yeah,
we add that? Do you know how frustrated everybody was going into the season? Now we're not going
absolutely.
to compete for anything. And then, it was the year of Cal Raleigh. Obviously, I was there for like honest, honest. He hit 2 home runs in 3 different games I went to this year, and it seemed like he hit 1 home run in every other game I went to this year. Not literally every game, but I probably saw it in person, probably like 8 to 10 Cal Raleigh home runs this season. Got to see 60 in person. I think you knew that. I sent
Hmm.
that to everybody. Um, yeah, it was a wild ride. I mean, look, in August, I believe it was mid-August, we are like 8 games back from the American League West from first place. So nothing to be ashamed of at all.
No,
And especially we'll see what ownership wants to do. I doubt they're going to want to spend big money, but that'll be decided.
yeah, it's in the history of the Mariners, it's you look at playoff appearances, and then the next year for them, they tend to regress before eventually coming back. Um, I think a lesson that needs to be learned from the front office with those perennial playoff teams is that
Hmm.
if you want to be a perennial playoff team, you operate differently in the off season where you are aggressive and you go out and you get people that other franchises have disregarded or given up on, and you're aggressive in free agency. And I think now that we're here, it the
Not
conversation
even,
needs to
sorry.
happen. The conversation needs to happen where the slow burn of building up the farm system, right? The M's have a fantastic farm system, and having
Yeah, better
having
than,
lo- most people, right? We're kind of the envy of a lot of teams, and but now is that slow burn got you here. I think in order to continue to be a perennial team, you have to start operating like all these other teams that are going to make jumps and are going to be aggressive. I'm not saying revamp your entire roster because you are in a good spot with your farm system, but I'll be very disappointed if they don't
No,
go
but
out there and get a bat or two. We'll see.
well, Josh Naylor's the big one. Josh
Yes.
Naylor's the big free agent, so gotta get him back. Not even be super aggressive. Just don't do absolutely nothing. I think is what I'm asking from the offseason.
Yeah.
But that's for another day. I just wanted to say, like, if you told me before the season, hey, the Mariners are going to be playing in Game 7 in the American League Championship Series and they lose, I'd say sign me up, right? I think everybody would. So, yeah. Yeah. I saw it. Also, screw you to all the dickheads on Twitter. I have a real problem. I need to get off of this Twitter sometimes because so Softy from KJR posted a picture of him wearing his dad's jersey. He said, do this one for my dad. And most people were cool in the comments. And then one comment just pissed me off. And I'm going to say what he said. He said, way to jinx it, fat fuck. And I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. You know, it takes a lot of balls putting yourself out there emotionally like that. And he does it every day on the radio. And yeah, to that, of course, it was a guy that doesn't have his face and doesn't have a real name, just like everybody that talks like that on Twitter. But yeah, I thought that just Mariners fans in general that are angry that probably watched like 20 games this season, you know, and most of them were in the playoffs. To shut up. So that's all I gotta say.
Doesn't take a lot to be kind, so they should probably try it on. But yeah, so moving out of the Mariners, sort of. We're gonna talk about how the loss sort of tilted this football game. But
The vibe.
in the depths of the night of Monday night, NFL decided let's put Seattle on at a godforsaken hour, and
yeah, 7 p.m. I was pissed.
10 p.m. and no sympathy.
Where the game happened was 7, and I was talking. Sorry to cut you off, but I'm going to tell you this before I forget it. So before the game, we were at Tacos and Tequila, which is just a little bar outside the stadium, and I was talking to two guys. One was a Texans fan, one was a Seahawks fan. I'm like, man, this sucks. I was bitching about it being at 7. And I go, where are you guys from? They go, Virginia. And I go, I am barking up the wrong tree. And they go, yeah, it's like 10 o'clock where we're at. And I'm like, yeah, I'm bitching the wrong person. But likewise to you. So
indeed. So it was a game of our time because let me tell you, in the beginning, it really looked like we were in for what I talked about in terms of it not being close, and they just never put them away.
to be fair, it never felt close while I was there.
It never felt close, but
yeah, like jump ahead to the fourth quarter. When they scored on that, I think it was a 4th and goal is when they finally scored that last touchdown the Texans did. I was like, damn, that doesn't look good on the stat sheet. But like the whole time, I wasn't worried about it. Really, let's just put it this way. From the Texans' first drive when it was 4th and 31, after we sacked him, which everybody in the stadium thought should have been a safety, I watched it afterwards and I was like, man, that actually looked better. Like it looked more like a safety on TV than it did. It happened in the end zone that I sit at. So I was like, yeah, I was like, he was like barely outside the 1 yard line or outside the goal line when he got touched. Probably everybody was pissed. But from that 4th and 31 on, and I was like, man, this isn't really going to be a game because I think we scored before that drive when they hit Sam Darnold late out of bounds, which surprise, surprise, another 49er has another ex-49er linebacker has a dirty hit, which we'll get to in news around the league. But yeah, it never felt close. But I'll tell you, before we get into anything, the vibes completely changed when Springer hit that home run. Not just for actually for me personally, I felt just the same as everybody else. I've never seen the stadium so empty during a regular season game. The two people to the left of me never showed up. The two people behind me never showed up. It's never been like that. Never, ever, ever. This town was all about baseball, and the vibe of the crowd just kind of changed as soon as Springer hit that home run.
Oh, yeah. I was really curious. I mean, I knew you were at the game, and for a long time I didn't even turn on. I missed a good hunk of the beginning of this game because I was so devoted to Mariners baseball, and I was like, after that home run, I instantly thought of you, and I was like, man, like I wonder what that's like there, because you have
bizarre
a whole town jazzed up for not just a good football team, but everybody's tuning into the Mariners, and they're on the precipice of doing something awesome, and they were up a lot during the game, and the vibes are probably great, and then it all just gets sucked out of the stadium in one hit, and I can only imagine how bizarre that felt.
Yeah, I gotta say, I think if I took a video, I'll send it. I definitely didn't take a video. I suck at being on my phone when I'm at events. Like I'll take videos and post them to my my YouTube shorts every now and then, but like other than that, I suck. I'm one of those guys that's in the moment,
Yeah.
But at the bar before the game, like I said, we're at it's basically a little dive bar, just basically right outside the stadium. And it was packed shoulder to shoulder, like I've never seen before. What was everybody doing? We were watching the Mariners game. I got to the stadium. I mean, just like everybody else, a lot of people didn't even show up until the Mariners game was like almost over, basically. It was weird, but I don't fault anybody for that.
No.
So, I mean, that bar was insane. When Julio hit that home run, I mean, it was like being at the Mariners game. And they had a watch party at T-Mobile Park. Literally, I don't know. You've ever been to downtown Seattle?
Yes.
Soda? So you know how close they are. They're literally a street away. And you can hear the fans from T-Mobile Park at the watch party, not during this moment because I was inside, but like basically everything that was going on, you could hear the crowd's reaction from a different stadium, and no one's even there. You're going, no game is actually being played there, and you're going to an actual game. It was weird. It was actually super fun. I feel like that's what Boston is like, and I'd love to be the new Boston. Seattle, they have an opportunity to. Baseball team's great. Football team's doing amazing, and the hockey team is good now for some reason. I don't know. I don't watch hockey, but they're.
I don't have a lot of faith in the Kraken this year, but we'll see. They're weird.
Even if I'm going to be honest, even if they're like, I'll probably watch it. I'll hop on the bandwagon if they're like in the Stanley Cup playoffs or whatever.
Oh yeah, I mean, I was a Vancouver fan for like my whole life just because they were the closest thing. And when Seattle finally got a team, I was like, Vancouver will now be my second team. And I'm fully jumping in head first on this expansion team, and they've done nothing. So
I quit. I quit when they named him the Kraken. I was like,
it's such a goofy name, and they have such a goofy mascot, and it's goofy.
I wanted the Sockeyes so bad.
Me too. Yeah. Hey. Yeah.
I think most people did. I don't even know anybody that wanted the Kraken. So
You have the salmon run right next door, so you can put one out on
Literally.
loan, and yeah, I think that would have been great.
Thunderbirds would have been sick taking
Yeah,
the junior hockey team name. It's actually the only hockey games I've ever been to is Seattle Thunderbirds games, the junior hockey
really.
team in Seattle. Yeah. Let's get back to Seahawks. I'm sorry, I keep throwing us off track.
So, yeah, 27-19, Seattle wins a game that, just felt like they were destined to win. Didn't feel close, but Seattle's 4 turnovers is not enough to sway them from the win because the defense played out of their freaking minds for the majority of this game. And taking a look at some stats here.
I was peeing when Cooper Kupp threw the interception.
I
by
was
the way.
just about to say,
I still haven't seen it. I heard it on the radio.
It's terrible
because they were playing it. When you're in the bathroom, they play the announcers, and I hear, and they give it to Cooper Kupp, and he's gonna pass it. It's gonna be intercepted, but I haven't even watched it. So
it's brutal. It's just another example of like trying to be cute. And they were moving the ball very effectively, and there was no reason to be cute. But yeah, Sam Darnold, 17-31, 213, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Kenneth Walker does not get a touchdown on his birthday because Zach Charbonnet wants to destroy his happiness and get 2 touchdowns on 12 carries.
4.1 yards a carry, I think, too, right? For Charbonnet?
Yeah. And like Kenneth Walker, 3.9 on 17 touches. So
not terrible.
Not terrible. Jaxon Smith Njigba is the glue that holds the team with 8 catches for 123 yards, 15.4 average with a touchdown, a dunk of the century, and managed to be protected by a referee on the sideline late in this game. He can do it all. So JSN proving once again that he is in the conversation, if not outright, the best receiver in the NFL, leading the NFL in reception yards, and it's not close. And really putting his stamp on the NFL season. Couldn't be more happy for JSN.
I'm going to be honest, man. Like I said, I drank too much during that game, which I haven't been doing this year. I've been like, keep my cool. I'll do 1 beer during the first half, 1 beer during the second half, and then that's it. So I peed a lot. I peed during the JSN touchdown. So I just
the photos that have come out from that, like the leap, kind of like if you ever watch Space Jam and like MJ's like jumping.
Yeah, I saw it.
Oh man, it looks so good. So
well, and the fact that it's like the NFL themselves use that as the cover photo for the highlights of the game, and they find him for it is quite hilarious. Somebody posted that. Whatever.
I mean, the NFL has like the same disease in that regard as NASCAR does, because like drivers fight and there's beating and banging, and these drivers are getting fined for these things, but you can guarantee that the promo for next year is going to have all that material on it. I'm like, this should not happen. Like, you should not, if it's illegal, then you don't get to profit off of it. And so
it's same thing. Like when McGregor was fighting Khabib, right?
Yeah.
And they were pissed about him throwing the dolly, but that's all they showed before the fight. Yeah. It's whatever makes money, right? Whatever's the money shot, they're going for it. Let's talk about that defensive line, because they impressed me a lot. I want to so I haven't watched a replay of the game. I saw a couple of clips. What do you think of? We talked about the first one that we thought maybe should have been a safety. Let's talk about the second one that I think, from the stands and then hearing on the radio afterwards, seems like it should have been a safety as well.
Yeah, in my opinion, that one was more convincing than
That's what I was saying in the stands. Like that is a safety. The first one I thought maybe you give him forward progress, but I don't think that we ever actually cleanly recovered that ball. Who was it? 42? Was it Drake Thomas?
Yes.
And then, yeah, I don't know. I haven't rewatched it, like I said, but from my point of view, it looked like a safety. So,
yeah, I think the defense is of course, the story of the night. You have guys flying to the football. Ernest Jones getting an interception. He's playing out of his mind right now. And then you have like the big uglies up front, right? They have been the story of the year, and
which is awesome.
It's awesome. And it's all of them. It's all of them. It's not just like we have one good edge rusher and then our defensive line is good. It's like, no, like they are brilliant at stopping the run. I mean, brilliant. And when it comes to getting after the guy versus the pass, they continue to lead the NFL in terms of not blitzing and still getting pressure. And it's just the four dudes, and they are balling right now. It's so cool to see this group really gelling. I know we talked a lot about Byron Murphy in the preseason and saying like this has got to be like we got to see the jump. I think he's benefiting a lot from especially DeMarcus Lawrence and just like a pro's pro who's been there, done that, coming in, and DeMarcus is still playing at an insanely high level. Like Murphy's feeding off of that. It's awesome. Yeah. And yeah, I'm eating my words on Nwosu because I've said on the show I was surprised we didn't get rid of him or flip him in the offseason. But he's healthy. And this has never been a conversation about ability. I think in terms of his play, we all know he's very good. It's just he's never around. And this season, for whatever reason, he's staying out of trouble, being super disciplined, and he's shown up too. So really happy.
The fact that on the edge he can have Mafe and Nwosu, Lawrence, and I'm an idiot. I'm forgetting the Mafe. Hall's been out. Nwosu has been in. Leonard Williams, Byron Murphy, Jay Reed. And then what's the deal with Hankins? I looked him up the other day. He's had a back injury since August. So I was kind of thinking about that the other day.
Just kind of chilling. Nicky Memori, dude, flying. And on the night when Cam was there raising the flag,
Cam and Earl.
Yeah. And I think that we talked about this in preseason. We don't expect like the reincarnation of Cam Chancellor with him. They're very different players, but in terms of like the ferocity, I guess is probably the best term, like how you fly around the field. Man, he can do it all.
What I've been saying is to everybody is Eamon Worry has been so far, I'm not going to jinx it, but has been so far what Jamal Adams was supposed to be.
Yeah.
That's really what it seems like. He's not Cam Chancellor, right? No. But he does seem like what we were expecting Jamal Adams to do, that's what Eamon Worry's actually doing. And we weren't expecting it this fast either. Also, I wasn't expecting it this fast. Some people were. I don't know. Imagine maybe we get healthy during the bye week and actually have our real secondary out there and see what they can do together. So.
Yeah. What do you think about McDonald branding the team as the mob, the MOB?
Nah.
No. Oh, I think that's sick. Oh.
Nah, they got nothing OB. Nah.
What?
Nah, it sounds.
Did you know what it stands for though?
No.
Oh, it's mentality over bullshit.
That's pretty sick. When did he do
Yeah. Huh?
When did he say this?
After the game.
Yeah, I haven't listened to his press conference.
Like
That's kind of sweet.
They're calling themselves the mob.
That's kind of
Like,
cool. Yeah,
that's
I like
sick.
it. You're right. I gotta listen to it. You sprung this on me. Yesterday, everybody was depressed. Today, I was super busy at work. I was actually gonna rewatch the game, and I was like, I'm gonna mow the lawn. So, yeah.
Well, I think in an era where people are kind of grasping at straws for nicknames, I think he could do a lot worse. And I love the meaning behind it. It fits McDonald very well. He's a no nonsense guy. He's like, do your job or get out of here. And man, that defense, like schematically, looks so good. And like you said, I cannot wait for people to get healthy and see it all, because that's the star of the team. Like, we know the offense is going to figure itself out. I think we can all agree that there's,
as long as JSN's out there, I'm not super worried about the offense.
yeah,
It seems like they try to do a lot to stop him, and somehow he still gets open for a split second, and Sam's actually dropping dimes. So
were you peeing in the greatest throw of the game where Sam dropped the rainbow down the sideline to JSN? Did you see that live?
Yeah, I saw a lot. Live. I was peeing during a couple times, and I did during the second half. I was like, I'm gonna go sneak around the pro shop, see what's going on down there. I watched an almost fight happen. That was super hilarious. Me and 3 guys were just watching it go down. I'm like, the other guy, one of the guys was recording. I go, "Are you recording this?" He's like, "Yeah, dude, I'm sending it to World Star if this goes down," because one guy was about to get his ass kicked, and one of their girlfriends was involved. It was hilarious. I love it.
Goodness gracious.
Yeah, so I saw a lot of I did a lot of people watching also during this game, so I did miss quite a bit of it.
Okay, all right. Yeah, I think at the end of the day, the team's in a really, really good spot. The most non-talked about 5-2 team in the history of 5-2 teams, and that's cool. I like that. Going into the bye, nobody's going to talk about them for 2 weeks. It's fine. Get healthy, revamp, hit the ground running.
I don't know if you like power rankings. I haven't looked at them this week. Actually, I did. I looked at only the NFL power rankings this week, but did we talk about this last week with Fox Sports power rankings? I think we did. How they had Jacksonville at 12 and Seattle at 13. The NFL has the Seahawks, I think, at 4 this week, from what I saw on Instagram.
Rich Eisen's power rankings came out today.
I love his. I have the power.
They're not even in the top 10. They're not on the list. Really?
Good. That is nuts. That's weird, because he is usually a Seattle guy, to be completely honest. Like, that's kind of why I like him, because he's one of the only ones that actually talks about the Seahawks. That's nuts. Yeah. Who's he have? Do you know?
I remember? I was fuming. Kansas City's on it. Let's see. I was talking about this to a buddy today.
I don't like the bald guy, the overreaction guy. I don't like him. He gets on my nerves too much.
So Chiefs are in the top 5. The Packers are the best team in the NFC. While they lost to the Browns and tied with the Cowboys. He has the Packers above the Eagles, Rams, and Bucks. And it's awful. It's a terrible take. It was real sloppy. But anyway, I encourage you to watch it. And I encourage anybody that's watching to watch our video and then watch Rich Eisen's power ranking video.
Watch us first. And then you might be able to mosey on down to Rich Eisen's channel. I think he has a couple subscribers. But yeah, let's kind of skip past the injury news unless you have anything. I think the biggest ones are the two guys we've been talking about literally for the last 3 weeks, which is Witherspoon and Love. They better be back after the bye week.
Yeah, we get our fullback back after the bye week, so that'll be fun.
I was not aware of that. I thought that was a season-ending injury.
No. So that'll be good. Excited for that. So, high second place, Joe.
I wouldn't count on that being a thing for too long, Jason.
The witchcraft has to run out at some point. So, I think it's crazy that and props to them, right? I think any other team, I think you can be fair and objective. Any other team that would go through the amount of devastation that the Niners have gone through, no way. Like, no way. You shouldn't be winning football games. And they keep doing it. And
Kittle came back this week, and guess what he did? Nothing. He had 0 catches for 0 yards, and they still are winning. That's kind of what's pissing me off, really.
Yeah. All right. NFL news.
Don't you want to talk about our opponent this week?
The bye week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna suck, guys. This is the one thing I gotta say. It's gonna be basically 3 Sundays without Seahawks football. You're gonna have to wait till Sunday night. Yeah. That's kind of depressing, really. It feels like spring again.
I'd rather have the bye this late. I think having a bye now versus having it early is it's not useful. So in my opinion, this is the perfect time to have a bye, about the midpoint of the season.
Yeah, no, I get that. Selfishly, as a fan, I hate bye weeks because I just want to watch them every Sunday. You know what I mean? But yeah, news around the league. Let's get to it. Let's get to a good one. Let's get to the one that everybody's been waiting to hear about from us. Our old quarterback.
Brutal.
What?
Brutal.
Now, I don't know if you guys remember this. Let's do the story first. Okay. Sean Payton said, I talked to John Mara.
Oh, this old quarterback story. Oh, buddy, sign me up. Let's go. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I got you. All right.
Yeah. So Sean Payton said, I was talking to John Mara about which is the owner of the Giants. I'm not sure why.
NFL owners meeting is happening right now. I don't know why Sean Payton is in on it.
Exactly. Why was Sean Payton talking to John Mara? He's like, wish they would have made the switch after our game. And Russell Wilson took offense to that. He said classless. What else did he say? Bounty, still doing bounties 15 years from now through the media or something. And I think it's hilarious because I really cannot stand either of them. In the group chat, everybody, fantasy group chat, they're like, why everyone's still shitting on Russell Wilson? I go, he dug his own grave, dude. I mean, he's the one that wanted Pete fired for Sean Payton. I don't know if you remember that. Now it appears that Sean Payton does not. It appears he's not on speaking terms. I mean, he kicked Russell out of his office in Denver. I don't know if you remember that.
Yeah.
I think it's hilarious. I love it.
Yeah. Classless, but not surprised. Didn't realize you were still bounty hunting 15 plus years later through the media. A couple emojis, hashtag let's ride. And then they asked Sean Payton today.
I saw it. Yeah.
And he's like, it wasn't no way, shape, or form anything that was directed at Rust. And I might be able to see how he might have perceived that. Oh my gosh. What a doofus.
Yeah, they're both dorks. Sean Payton, I think he thinks his shit doesn't stink. Russell Wilson, I think he kind of realizes his shit stinks now. um, so
I tell you what, though, I was fired up when I
I
saw
saw
that.
your reaction.
I
Yeah,
was like, man's got a personality now. Don't stop now. And like,
I thought it
keep
was
going,
fake
dude.
when somebody screenshotted it and sent it in the group chat. I was like, that's not real. There's no way he said that. There was a way. It's making headlines right now, and it's so hilarious because I don't know. I hate them both. I'm not on either of their side. To be honest, I might lean towards Sean Payton, poking the bear a little bit, keeping on Mr. High Knees through the aisles, keeping him in check. But I mean, you do look at Russell Wilson, right? Like Seahawks really. Sorry, he wanted out of here. He fucking forced his way out of here, and then the Broncos didn't want him anymore. The Steelers didn't want him anymore. The Giants don't want him anymore. He's not that good. So Sean Payton was not lying when he said that he wishes Russell Wilson was still the quarterback, basically.
Yeah. Yeah. It's wild. What a wild time we live in.
It's sweet. I'm happy social media is a thing because of sports. That's about the only thing I'm happy that social media is a thing for is sports. I've talked about this. I hate social media really, but I love it because of that's why I love Twitter. As much as I said that I hated it earlier, that's all I use social media for, sports. So, any other news? I'm sure there's a lot. Let's talk about our other old quarterback.
Let's not. Jaxon Smith is bad. I don't know why he's bad. It's awful. But Brandon Graham coming out of retirement to bolster up the Eagles' defensive line. I think that's a pretty noteworthy story.
Somebody got hurt for the rest of the season, right? And that's why he's coming
back. I think
back.
so. But I think there's a lot to be said about everybody's writing off the Eagles and their offense is too inconsistent. The quarterback can't throw the ball consistently, and here's a guy coming out of retirement.
Eagles.
Yeah, here's a guy coming out of retirement because he believes in what they're doing. So
yeah,
I think that's pretty interesting. Tyler Lockett.
Yeah, I saw that. You think he's going to the Raiders?
Oh man, I would think so. I mean, that makes sense. I know what my heart wants, but it won't get it.
What's he gonna do?
I don't want him to do anything. I just want him to be around.
Him to be one of the 53 players on the active roster.
Yes, I do. There's no. I love him. I think he should be here. He serves no purpose for this offense. He doesn't.
Well, I thought that too immediately when I saw that. I was like, okay, is he going to the Raiders or is he trying to come back to the Seahawks? And I was like, I don't really want him. Like, just be honest. As a player, you do not see any value in bringing Tyler Lockett here, correct?
No.
It's like when the Mariners brought Ichiro back in 2018 for the vibes. Really?
No. I'm okay with doing it again. I liked it back then. I'll like it now.
I hated it back then. Hate it now. I mean, I'd be more on board with like bringing Bobby Wagner back. I feel like he's still.
Oh, I've been championing that drum for a long time. Yeah,
I don't think he's gonna.
Rid of him. I don't think so either. Although Washington is not looking great. They look
okay. So let's talk about this. We kind of talked about it last week for the trades. There's a lot of teams that suck this year that we might be able to, and I'm not talking about the Max Crosbys, the Myles Garrett, but I'm talking about maybe I don't want to trade Woolen. I think he keep him. Just don't trade him. He made a Pro Bowl, so if somebody signs him for a certain amount of money, we're gonna get a 3rd round pick in 2 years for him as a compensatory pick. Somebody's gonna pay him. It's not gonna be us. but keep him around this year, and maybe trade a 3rd-round pick for a quality defensive lineman on one of these teams that are obviously terrible.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I mean, I said it last week. I don't think defensive line is our problem.
Now I know, but you can never have too many of them.
I mean, I think we're pretty good.
Yeah, until one goes down, and then you're like, shit, I wish
But
we
the
would.
depth there is so good.
I know.
It's
And
so
then
good.
the other one is there a right guard anywhere?
I know. That's what I've been saying.
That was the other one. They don't grow on trees, but I think we might have one. Like, knock on wood, I think we don't have the worst right guard of all time, because Christian Haynes is behind him and he's worse, which I don't know what the hell is going on. I think I said this last show. Where is he gone? He was supposed to be our guy. I don't know. Maybe a right guard or a running back. What would you mind trading for?
A right guard. And then I think, linebacker depth, I think, still scares me. If something happens to the squad as it sits, I think because in pass protection, there's still a little suspect, the linebacking core. It's just our defensive line is like playing out of their minds. So their job is so easy right now. But I think in terms of, being really active as a linebacker in pass coverage, I haven't been thrilled about what I've seen out of that group. So it'd be nice. That's where I'm like, go get Bobby Wagner. Like, have him come back just as a safety valve.
I don't think they're giving up on the season.
I don't think so either. But I do think if it involved a younger player at the same position, and Seattle gets a old Bobby Wagner and a pick, even if it's just like a low throwaway pick, I think I think Washington would be game for that, because it's glaringly obvious they're old and they need to get younger.
The Dolphins have a pretty decent middle linebacker that used to play here. Jordan Brooks, obviously, and
yeah,
I think that's kind of the one I'm looking at. They're falling apart, like bad. The Dolphins are terrible. That's one I'd consider. I don't know much about the right guard market.
Me either.
Just being honest. Maybe Connor Williams, doesn't know how. Maybe he could figure out how to. He wouldn't have to snap the ball at playing right guard, dude. I don't know. I don't know. I wouldn't mind seeing him add a defensive lineman just for depth. I really wouldn't.
All right. I think that's trade deadline stuff.
Yeah. Peaks.
Yeah, I think we.
Peaks.
Don't ask. You're gonna ask.
You gonna pull it up?
What? I am gonna pull it up.
Don't ask about what?
Don't ask about. Don't ask.
Okay,
share screen, entire screen.
I don't know what I was supposed to ask about now.
It's fine. As long as you don't, it's fine. Let's pick for a week where
I don't know what I'm supposed to ask you about.
Let's pick for a week where the Seahawks aren't playing, and arbitrarily see how we do. This guy's gonna choke on his own spit over there. So,
hey, did you save our picks from last week?
There's the question. Yeah. So
sorry, I was like, man, I have no idea.
Vikings on the road might have JJ McCarthy. We don't know yet. Versus
I think they're worse with him.
Aww.
I think they're worse with him. Give me the Chargers. McCarthy sucks.
Yeah, I think Chargers are going to have a get right game. Vikings are not good this year.
It's not going to be a home atmosphere, though. Vikings fans travel well,
Yeah.
and Chargers fans don't exist. This is going to be one of those where you're like, what stadium are they playing out again? It's going to be one of those games.
Dolphins with Tua, with McDaniel.
Sorry.
Somehow still employed on the road versus the Falcons.
Speaking of employed, I want to get to one thing before we end the show about head coaches because we forgot to last week. Give me the Falcons, dude. Dolphins suck.
Yeah, Dolphins are terrible. I'm picking Falcons. Bears. This is a huge game for the Bears.
Yeah.
On the road,
For who?
Lamar's back for the Bears.
I think this is a huge game for the Ravens. I think this is a bigger game for the Ravens than the Bears.
I think if the Bears win this game, people are going to start taking them seriously because Lamar's back. This is going to be a much different Ravens team than what we've seen in the last few weeks. The Ravens got rid of their ping pong table in the locker room, so that will fix all their problems.
Oh, shit. You're right. I was thinking that was the issue the whole time.
Yeah. So
go to your room, Lamar. I'm taking the Ravens cannot freaking lose this game. They've always been a great regular season team. Not this year. I'm assuming that changes. Go ahead.
I am going to pick Lamar coming back. It's going to be a big hole to dig themselves out of, but you got to start somewhere, and I think they get it done this week against Chicago. But if the Bears wind up winning, I think that's going to be huge for them.
Was it you last week that was saying the Ravens might as well just like give up? Was that you? Or was that somebody else I was talking to?
Not me.
Oh, yeah. Somebody was like, dude, the Ravens might as well just give up and tank and try to get a high draft pick because this is ridiculous.
A team who is actively tanking, the Jets, on the road with Tyrod Taylor probably playing against Joe Flacco's Bengals.
This is the game of the week. I'm surprised this isn't flexed into prime time. You know us as a show, for all the people watching right now, we are huge Joe Flacco guys. I'm assuming both of us are going with the Bengals here.
Listen, the prediction shall come true. Joe Flacco is going to save the Bengals. So
who was pissed off who was like angry that the Browns traded him to
Mike Tomlin?
Oh, that's who it was?
Yeah.
Yeah. Why was he mad? Why does he care?
Because then Joe Flacco beat him.
Yeah, but why does he care? Just like
because it was interdivision and they really needed a quarterback, and he was like, I don't understand why you're trading a quarterback who is your day one starter to a team in the division. It seems really dumb. And
if you don't like it, Tomlin, get Flacco.
Yeah. Have Aaron Rodgers and Joe Flacco on your team. See how that goes. I'll tell you what, this is very similar to the Bears vibe. If the Panthers somehow win at home versus the Bills, watch out. People are going to start talking about Carolina.
Yeah, watch out. Bills are going to win by 20.
I agree. I don't think I'm happy for Panthers fans. I mean, this is the first time in a long time they've been above 500 at any given point. So,
I didn't even realize they were. That's how, like I said, off the radar. The Panthers are to me. Every time I pick them, they lose. I think that's the issue. So every freaking time.
49ers on the road at Houston.
Give me Houston. 49ers witchcraft can't happen forever, right? So let's do
it. Man, that Texas O-line is so bad. They're so bad.
Good. The Jaguars O-line is supposed to be good.
I think I'm going to pick San Francisco. I'd rather be right. So the Texans are so bad, dude. They're so bad on offense. So
Yeah. They have a
yeah.
really stout defense, though.
Oh
They're-
man,
Yeah.
props to them. They never quit.
Mhm. No, not just us. They were allowing 12 points a game heading into that. And we're allowing 19, and we thought, oh, our defense isn't allowing any points. But they also played a few teams that aren't very good.
The Browns on the road versus the hottest team in town, the New England Patriots.
Yeah, so most of these games are shitty, right? This week? Is that kind of
Yeah.
what's going on? Because I made my picks before the game or before the show. And I was like, hey, these do kind of suck. Give me the Patriots.
Yeah, I agree. This game won't be close. Giants and the man, how do you lose that game? I can't believe we didn't even talk about that.
What?
The
Giants Broncos game.
The collapse of New York and Denver.
I'm not gonna lie.
Quarter.
With all the stuff going on, not just the fact that I'm having a baby soon. We've been working on that all weekend, to be honest. Mainly Sunday, and then the fact that the Mariners played a Game 7 and the Seahawks played on Monday night, the same night. All the games from last week felt like they were from a week before that.
Yeah,
I'm
picking the Eagles.
Me too.
Bucks. No Mike Evans. The streak of 1,000-yard seasons is probably over. He's out for more than likely the whole year.
No, I heard he was going to come back before the end of the season. At least fantasy.
Okay.
They could be wrong.
It's close. I think it's close. He's got an outside shot at coming back. It's kind of like one of those deals that Joe Burrow has. Like if they're in contention, he'll probably come back.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Buccaneers trying to get right against the Saints.
Yeah, the Buccaneers. Saints are. I think the Saints are the. I know the Jets haven't won a game, but I think the Saints are the worst team in football.
I really like Kellen Moore. It's a shame that he's been given this situation, but give me Tampa Bay. The Titans go on the road to play the best team in the NFL.
AFC.
The Indianapolis.
Don't be talking shit about the Seahawks, dude.
Indiana Jones.
Yeah, stop. Can you stop? You're gonna be all of a sudden. It's gonna be Zach talks Colts. Give me. I actually picked the Titans. I swear to God!
Don't you dare!
I swear to, and I'm not kidding. I was looking. I was like, oh, I definitely picked the Colts. I must have did this to spite you. I filled the sheet out before we go on the show. But I did this on yesterday, so Tuesday night. So yeah, I probably did this to spite you. Yeah, give me the Titans. I show you right here.
Evil. Removing. Yeah. Oh.
Yeah. Whatever. I'm not lying.
So removing Tyler Lockett makes the difference for the Titans, and they beat.
He's a locker room cancer, dude. He's like Terrell Owens, Tyler Lockett.
Yeah.
TL.
Give me the Colts. Give me Indiana Jones. Cowboys on the road playing the Broncos at Mile High.
That air is pretty thin up there, and I think
Aubrey can kick one from 80.
I didn't even think about that. Yeah, I'm taking the Broncos, but this might be like a 10 field goal game. He might score 30 points.
I mean, you gotta be thinking you have like the most dynamite long range kicker of all time, and
sorry to cut you off, but isn't it crazy how Justin Tucker fell off so hard after the massage stuff came out?
Yes.
Because 2 years ago, we were saying the most dynamite long-range kicker of all time was Justin Tucker. Now he doesn't even have a job.
But, like, what Aubrey has been able to do consistently from absurd distances.
And he's pretty young too.
Yes. And you got to be thinking, like, if you're Dallas, you're trying everything. Like,
just hope the
that's
wind's
the
not
only,
blowing.
yeah, like that's the only place that you're going to be able to do like the most absurd field goal things, and you have the kicker to do it. Like every drive could be a potential scoring opportunity. So I'm picking Denver, but I want to see history made. Like I want them to go out there and try to.
Me too. I want the Cowboys 73. To score
like
30 points. I want the Cowboys to score all field goals. just get the ball in midfield.
You could.
What's up, David? He says, hey, David. What's up, fellas? Go 49ers. Just win ugly. Yeah. That's a recipe for making the playoffs is winning. I just sound like Charlie Sheen. I don't.
Clip that. Somebody clip that. So Sunday night, Aaron Rodgers revenge game.
I'd say this is more of a Packers revenge game. Give me the Packers. Sorry.
Yeah, I don't believe in Pittsburgh's offense. Green Bay, I think they had a bye this week. So they're rested coming back. Give me Green Bay and Pittsburgh. And then one Monday night game, because we're sane. Washington playing the Chiefs at Arrowhead.
Yeah, give me the Chiefs. This sounds like dumb logic. I'm rooting for the Commodores because I love playing teams off a win. I never want to play a team off a loss that I think is kind of motivated a little bit. But yeah, give me the Chiefs. I think the Chiefs will get it done.
Yeah, I think so too. I think they're running right now really, really well. They're hitting their stride when they need to be. So yeah, give me the Chiefs. So we're at hot takes.
Hot takes. Let's talk a little bit. Actually, my hot take has to do with you a little bit. So go ahead. Do you want to go first, or I'll go first? I don't care.
I'd like you to go first. I think it's worth knowing if it's about me. I want to know what it is.
Is my internet messed up right now?
No.
Okay. I keep getting the bars like my internet's messed up.
No.
That's why I asked.
Awesome. My end, you've been fine.
Because whenever those show up, that's when it's like that. My hot take is that Lane Kiffin's going to be the head coach of the Penn State Nittany Lions next year.
Wouldn't that be something?
That is my hot take.
I just feel like with that, it's a bit of a lateral move, isn't it? I mean,
I think James Franklin's a decent coach.
I mean, from Lane's point of view, you're leaving the
SEC.
The 4th, 5th SEC team
to join the second Big Ten team. I think they're better than. I think Penn State's more talented than Michigan. You have to. Can I ask you something before we go on? You have to appreciate what James Franklin did to this university. I didn't realize he took over in 2012, which is probably the worst year of all time to take over Penn State. And he made them relevant. And I
think people are quick to forget about what Bill O'Brien did for Penn State. I mean, he's the guy before James Franklin. He left in a way that I can speak because I'm on this coast. That really soured a lot of people. But I think objectively, if you look at what Bill had to do for the program versus what James had to do for the program, people are really in my opinion, from what I've watched people have reactions to, Bill had to do so much more with so much less than what James had to do. Now, James, got him to, they won a Big Ten championship. They made the college football playoff. Like, James found success. But I think people are really quick to romanticize what James walked into and be like, man, look at what all he did for the program, where they completely forget about what Bill O'Brien did.
I forgot about Bill O'Brien until you brought that up. So
yeah, and like, listen, nobody wanted to come and coach at Penn State. And
who would? You know how
exactly,
I feel about him. I still
exactly. And Bill did the thing that nobody else would. And I think even for the short time that he was at Penn State, it made them more palatable for this decision to get a guy out of Vanderbilt who didn't find a whole lot of success, but was like, man, I'm going from Vanderbilt to Penn State. I'm from Pennsylvania. This is a dream come true. But I don't think that conversation would have happened 3 years before, right? When O'Brien was forced to take over, or they would have probably signed James Franklin beforehand. It just, so yeah, but I think it is a bit of a lateral move for Kiffin.
I don't think so. I think Ole Miss is less, especially in the NIL era. I think that fair. Penn State is not a whole tier above Ole Miss, but
that's what I'm saying. Like, they are better, but not like, from what he has built at Ole Miss. I don't know if giving that up and jumping ship.
You don't even have to give
that
it up
gap
anymore.
is big enough.
They just follow you. Take all the good players and go to Penn State. I mean, that's what I was talking. I'm a huge Huskies fan, so I was talking to my friend the other day. I go, if this was 10 years ago and Jed Fish wanted to leave for Florida, I'd have absolutely no problem with him leaving. But the problem is now, when your coach leaves for Florida, so does your quarterback, your running back, your best offensive lineman, your best defensive player. I mean, that's just how it is. So whoever coaches Penn State is going to get like half of the last team he was coaching. So, I mean, prepare for that.
Well, I think that's a hot take. I wouldn't be surprised if it happened, but
he moves around a lot too. Kiffin hasn't it's not like he's been in one place forever, right? He was the head coach of the Raiders when Jamarcus Russell was drafted. So,
cool.
Yeah, you got a hot take? Sorry,
I do.
I know it.
I do. And you started the show by saying we are now at the point in the season where there's a lot of bad teams, and I think that the NFL is in a place now where more teams this offseason will be looking for actively a change at quarterback now than perhaps the last 3 years, 5 years.
I'd say
like we're going to see a lot of change.
Do you remember 2017, 2018, 2019? You kind of looked at all the rosters. I mean, that's longer than I thought. I'm looking at the date in the corner of my computer 6 years ago, but you look at every roster and you go, that's their quarterback. That's their quarterback. They're not moving on from him. Like 2 teams, maybe, that were they're definitely going to try to. I mean, especially after the draft, you're like, everybody's set. Everybody has their guy. Now it's it's from players aging, not performing as well. Kids coming in that are not ready to play in the NFL.
Yeah. I think what Denver did with Russ has changed the mentality of the league.
Cleveland with Watson, same thing, and Rodgers with the Jets. So Yeah,
So
all the 3 trades.
So
Are you
I have
pulling
this.
something up?
I have a screen. I want to go through the NFL with you, and just like this is up to date.
Well, you can put
except
that
except for
one's
Cooper
different.
Rush. So let's count as we go. I think the Arizona Cardinals are going to be moving on from Kyler Murray. I don't know if it's Jacoby Brissett or not. I think they do.
I don't think they're moving on from him.
I think they do. I think
That's fine with
is,
you. That's a borderline one.
You know, your boy Penix is kind of suffering there in Atlanta, but
He hasn't
I think
looked
he's
good.
safe.
But
Baltimore keeping.
Oh,
Does Carolina? Does Carolina move on?
Not this
Bryce
early.
Young this year. Are you sure?
No, not this early. Especially, you said they win this game, right? This week.
Yeah.
I get it. I get what you're saying, though. I don't think he's very good. I think you look at these guys, and it's not like it was 6 years ago.
Caleb Williams probably saying Joe Burrow's not going anywhere.
Burrow.
Cleveland?
No way. Yeah, no, they're looking for another quarterback. Dylan Gabriel sucked in college.
Yeah.
He's not good in the NFL.
Dak staying, Bo Nix staying.
Is Dak staying, or is the team going to do a trade for him? Jerry Jones is insane. He'll trade anybody.
Right Jared Goff.
I'm serious. No, I swear.
Are you serious?
I'm not joking. Yeah. I could see one of the last teams you mentioned.
Give a King's
ransom
the Panther.
for him. Yeah, they'll give up like 2 first-round picks for him. But go ahead.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Okay. I mean, I'll throw Dallas on there as a wild card. I mean, you never really know with Jerry Jones. Bo Nix is staying. Jared Goff staying.
Nice headshot.
Jordan Love is staying. CJ Stroud. Daniel Jones is staying.
Don't be quick to move on from that.
Daniel Jones?
Stop.
He's staying.
How many games? They played 7 games this year. I get he might stay for
half
a year.
The year. It's half.
Yeah, Nick.
I'm saying year over year. I'm not. I'm kind of like with what you did here with Bryce Young. I want it to be this year and next year, like from the end of this year into next year. I don't care if it's not like a franchise quarterback, but they are keeping Daniel Jones for next year. There's no way they move away from Daniel Jones at this point. They're the best team in the league.
All right, go ahead. Next.
I wins. You literally said wins. That's what gets you to the playoffs. There's nobody with more wins than the Colts.
I thought you said Wentz, like Carson Wentz, because that was actually my comparison was Carson Wentz, because Carson Wentz would like always start the season super hot and then like die.
We'll see. Trevor Lawrence.
He's not very good, but
I know they just paid him.
Yeah, that's kind of that was my thing with Dak. I think, I think your thing, you with Trevor Lawrence is the same with me and Dak Prescott. I think that's what you're.
Yeah. Okay, well, if I put Dallas on here, that means you got to put Jacksonville on here.
That's totally fine.
I think, I don't think he's safe. What has he done?
Nothing.
Patrick Mahomes staying.
You sure?
Geno? Yeah, I'm sure.
Geno's gone, dude. He sucks. I had him on my fantasy team last week. I didn't watch that game. I assumed he got benched, and that's why he threw for 67 yards. I guess he did towards the end of the game. Aiden O'Connell. Was it Aiden O'Connell who came in? But he only threw 2 passes.
Kenny
67.
Pickett.
What?
Yeah. Kenny Pickett came in.
67 yards. 67 passing yards.
So we're up to 5. Justin Herbert staying. Matt Stafford. Could he retire at the end of this year if he wins Super Bowl?
No, he's not going to win the Super Bowl, but he's going to.
I'm just saying.
I think he's done regardless.
So that's 6.
Tua.
They gotta move on from Tua.
Yeah,
They
he
have
sucks.
to. It's a dumpster fire. JJ McCarthy's still going to be in Minnesota.
Rattler's
Drake May's
gone.
not going anywhere. Rattler's gone. So that's 8. Jackson Dart's staying. Justin Fields and the Jets or
Gone.
Tyrod Taylor. That's 9. Jalen Hurts is staying. Aaron Rodgers gone. That's 10.
We'll say 8 because the Jaguars and Cowboys.
Okay, we'll half them. So we're up to 9.
We'll say 9. We're
up to 9.
Purdy,
Mac Jones, Purdy not going anywhere. Sam Darnold's not going anywhere. Baker Mayfield not going anywhere. You spent number 1 pick on Cam Ward. I don't care how bad he is. You're not going anywhere. Jaden Daniels not going anywhere. So whichever way you slice it, 9 or 10, it's so wide open. I think at the end of this year, you're going to see a completely different NFL from a quarterback standpoint. So that's my hot take. I think a lot of teams are just going to pull the trigger at the end of this year.
Yeah, that's nuts. I mean, I haven't really thought about it, but yeah,
it's 10 teams, 9, 10 teams. That's exciting.
Yeah, no, it is.
It's even more exciting that we're not on that list.
I really thought we were going to
be. I know.
Yeah, that's nuts.
Sam Darnold. Gift from Minnesota.
Yeah, no kidding. Well, I think I'm getting called into work right now, to be completely honest with you. There's a vac truck at Swedish in downtown Seattle that boom won't move. So,
oh no.
But we're about done with our show anyways. Next week, we will be talking about the Redskins and Seahawks. I can call them that this week because they are wearing their throwbacks, right? They're wearing the Redskin throwbacks from 2020. They're going to be wearing their 2020 throwbacks. So
I'm here for it.
Dude, we'll get canceled together.
I'll go down with. I'll sink in the ship with you. It's okay.
Yeah. So, anyways, God damn it, dude. The fact that they're calling them a throwback is nuts. That they wore it 5 years ago. I think that's the funniest part.
It's wild.
Yeah, like they could have kept those jerseys and been called the Commanders.
I know.
They would have looked way better.
I agree.
But that's a topic for next week. Yeah, so we're going to be wearing our throwbacks on the road. I think that'll be a very aesthetically pleasing game. And we'll be here next week to preview it for you. All right. Got anything else?
Nope.
All right. Have a good one. Thanks for watching.